Good morning and welcome to the show. This is Drinking Digital, the first and only podcast here in the Philippines that talks about digital marketing and the digital landscape here in the country. I'm your host, Ricky Baizos, and we're here today at Vape City in RFC here in far-flung Las Piñas. I drove all the way here, man.
Thank you.
For this interview, and we're here with, you might say, the proponents or the pioneers of vaping or electronic cigarettes here in the Philippines. We're here with Mr. Bautista, the proprietor of Vape City here in RFC, and Mr. Espino, one of the pioneers, you can say, of vaping here in the country. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning.
Tell us about this whole phenomenon now about electronic cigarettes. In the beginning, I thought it was vaping was different.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that that's what you call these metal things that you put in your mouth. But I see it everywhere now. I see a lot of guys doing it in bars. I even see it in some malls that they have these stalls selling these things. Tell us a little bit more about vaping itself and the product.
Okay, basically it started in China. There's this guy named Vape.
Okay.
He's basically the inventor of electronic cigarettes, the modern electronic cigarettes. The term vaping is it's coined internationally as well. It's basically it's not smoking. Basically, you're just vaping. What's hamog in English? It's
like a
Vapor.
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 Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
That's hence
hence
vaping.
vaping.
Hence
Okay,
vaping.
okay.
Hence vaping.
Because it sounds cool.
Yeah, it's
vaping.
It's pretty much
right?
like a counterpart of smoking. So
Yeah.
if you smoke,
Okay.
it's smoking.
Smoke.
If you vape, it's vaping.
Vaping.
Okay. So it started in China.
Started in
And
China.
then when did it start in the Philippines?
Pretty much started in the Philippines around 2 years ago, most probably.
Okay.
Somewhere
So it's
around
been
there.
around.
It's been around. It's
Okay.
been around. It started, if I'm not mistaken, the forum where we're at started out in August of 2010.
Okay.
The community started out with around, like, there were pretty much around 30 to 40 of us. It's a small group, people who discovered the electronic cigarette. And after 2 years, that's why pretty much you can call it a phenomenon, because there are around, let's say, around perhaps 20,000
20,000.
Oh, that's a lot.
for now.
That's a lot.
In the
2
span
years.
of 2 years.
Okay.
So it's really picking up. I guess it's going with the whole health conscious craze where the
Yeah.
whole Philippines is going at with the whole fitness thing and
Yeah.
everything. So
And so when was the first vaping store opened in Manila or in the
first
Philippines?
vaping store, probably, if I'm not mistaken, it was around that time as well, around August to September of 2010.
Okay, but in the beginning you would just get it from China or outside the country.
Pretty much,
People
yeah.
would see
The
it.
only way you could get it was, if not, because I'm not sure, it was in the States first. So a lot of
Okay.
guys who were from the States, and eventually we went back here, the Balikbayan, so we have.
They had it with
Yeah,
them.
they had it with them.
Okay.
Although it wasn't that big yet.
Okay, and please demonstrate the product to us. What exactly is vaping, or I mean, what do you need to get into this?
Okay, basically, a basic electronic cigarette composed of four things.
Okay,
The
so I
battery.
see you have the battery.
The
Okay. Oh,
battery.
it's battery powered.
Yep.
Oh,
It-
okay.
It's battery powered, rechargeables, of course. Composed with the battery, the atomizer.
Okay.
It's the heating element,
Okay.
and a drip tip. This is where you puff on it.
Okay.
Basically serves as your mouthpiece.
Yeah.
All right.
And of
I
course, the
see-
juice.
I see some people, they have it connected somewhere though. There's like a pipe. Is that the same thing or that's different altogether?
There are some modifications which
Oh,
do
okay.
make them kind of look weird, but I mean, whatever floats your boat. I guess.
Okay. But now it's essentially this metal pipe
Mhm.
Yep.
that is composed of three things:
Mhm.
the battery,
Mhm.
the atomizer,
Mhm.
and
The drip tip.
Tip.
where you pop.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. And then I see you have behind you these flavors
Yep.
or
Mhm.
variants, as you might call it. Can you explain that a little bit? So it comes in different flavors?
Yeah, it does. It
Can
does.
you expound on that?
Well, actually, one of the best things about vaping compared to smoking is that you
Mhm.
have a lot more choices. You have variety in them. I mean, it's not just your usual tobacco flavor. You have flavors with juice concentrates. I mean, with food flavors, with dessert flavors, even alcoholic flavors, dessert flavors. So it gives you the whole variety thing for vaping. Basically, that's what makes it interesting. That's what keeps you away from the cigarettes, I guess, for me.
The variety
yes, the variety.
offered you when it
Mhm.
comes to the flavors of the juices or the atomizer that you put
The
inside.
juices.
What is your most popular flavor here in the Philippines?
Wow.
That's a hard question, man.
Well, I
That's
mean,
tough,
what do
man.
people essentially look for? What do they like?
Well, if you're coming off smoking, basically during the transition phase, you usually look for something close to cigarettes at least.
Okay.
So you go for the tobacco-like flavors first.
So there is a tobacco flavor.
Yeah, there is a tobacco flavor, although it doesn't really come as close to cigarettes, I guess. But eventually, as you go along, you start exploring with the fruit flavors.
Candy
you go,
flavors.
Yeah, candy flavors, pretty much. Regarding the best flavor, it's really hard to tell because I guess it's subjective.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, and taste is pretty subjective. I mean, June might like something I don't exactly like. I might like something he doesn't exactly
Okay.
like. So it's hard. It's a hard question.
Let's change the question. How many flavors are available right now?
In the Philippines.
Like in this store, for example, how many flavors?
In our
are
store, I
available?
would say close to 100.
100
Close to
flavors.
100.
Okay. Now let's talk about the price. How much does one need to shell out if they want to get into this vaping thing? So I need to buy this first, of course.
Yep. A good starter kit would cost around 2,000.
Okay. So it's not cheap. 2,000 pesos.
Yes, it's
Okay.
not cheap. It's not cheap. But if you think about whatever
Your
it
cigarette
costs,
consumption would
cigarette consumption,
probably
plus
even
your-
out, right?
Maybe after 15, 20 years, your hospital bills, doctor bills.
Yeah, of course. So 2,000 for a starter kit, and what's inside this starter kit?
You have the basic battery. It's commonly called an ego,
Okay.
and you'll have an atomizer and a driplet and maybe 1 or 2 juices.
Okay. And then one vial of juice would last you how long? Normally. Let's say a light user. If I was just a regular user.
An average user, I would say a good 5 days, 5, 6
Okay.
days.
And how much would one vial cost?
10 ml, again, on the average, is 250.
250.
Yep.
Almost the same cost if you
It's pretty
buy-
much like the standard
Yeah.
price. But I mean, if you buy a pack of cigarettes a day, that's around 40 to 50 pesos without the syntax yet. I mean,
Okay.
if you sum it all up, it pretty much costs the same thing. It's just the initial investment of the unit itself,
Mm-hmm.
which pretty much is costly. But I guess $2,000 is nothing compared to
Of course.
$100,000 in the hospital.
And earlier we were talking about cigarettes and the flavor of cigarettes. Are you looking to replace cigarettes, or do you want to coexist with cigarette smoking? Or does it become
Well,
a transition?
The ultimate goal basically is to have a smoke-free country.
Okay.
Eventually, I mean, this is for me the lesser evil, the better alternative compared to cigarettes. There are a lot less side effects, and actually, as a personal testimony for me and June, I mean, we could probably say that this has done wonders for us.
Okay.
I mean, before this, there was no way in the world that we would be able to quit. I mean, we've tried going the full cold
You were
turkey
heavy
route.
smokers,
Yeah,
basically.
we were.
Okay.
We went through the nicotine patches. I mean,
The gums.
yeah, nothing worked pretty much.
Nothing.
But this one,
Mhm.
safely you've transitioned
Yep.
to,
Yeah.
or you've been weaned off
Yeah,
of cigarettes
definitely,
altogether.
I
definitely.
mean, I've
That's
been a
great.
smoker for 17 years. Average a pack a day.
Wow.
Pack a day for 17 years. Then I decided to quit. And I tried patches, gums. It's not working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's not working for me. So I tried electronic cigarettes. The good thing about electronic cigarettes, in my opinion, is you still have the fixation that you can see the vapor.
The smoke,
Smoke.
right? Yeah, that's
And
true.
you're still holding something that you're actually
Your,
puffing
your
on.
fingers need to be busy,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah.
what it is.
Yep, there.
Okay.
It's basically a psychological thing.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
it will help a lot.
Okay.
It will
It's
help
not
a lot.
really much of the nicotine, I guess. It's more of the hand-to-mouth fixation.
Yeah.
I mean, something in
Yeah.
your mouth, blowing something out. I mean, that's pretty much the whole addiction to it,
That's
I guess.
right. Now let's talk about the digital side of it. Of course, the show is called Drinking Digital, because it is not cheap. It's
Mhm.
$2,000 and it's 250 moving forward. So definitely your audience is online.
Definitely.
Do you use the internet to market or to promote vaping? I mean, how do you do that right now? Is there a community? Well, I mean, what's
Yeah,
going on?
actually, there's for Vape City we basically use Facebook.
Okay,
Facebook.
so I assume you have a Facebook page or a Facebook group.
Yep, we have a
Inside, okay.
Facebook group, and that's where we promote, post our new products,
Okay,
updates,
the new
discounts.
juices. Hey, this is
Mhm.
new. Check it out.
Yep.
Okay.
And of course, word of mouth.
Okay.
Word of mouth. What else?
And how big is this group right now?
Right now, actually, before we started, I'm happy it reached 900. So
Okay, so you're just starting out, but
it just started.
900
Just started out.
is pretty good already.
Yeah.
Okay.
And same as Jay's team, Jay's group, they do have a Facebook account as well.
Okay.
In which they highlight their products.
Okay. And do you get inquiries or do you get people who want to buy?
Oh yeah, a lot.
All the time.
Basically, backtracking. Before the whole electronic cigarette craze started out, basically there was only like 1 or 2 shops, the whole of Metro Manila.
Okay.
Everybody was selling through the internet. I mean, since it wasn't as widespread or as socially accepted as it is today, I mean, the only way you could promote it is to actually market it through the internet.
Okay.
If you put up a shop, if you apply in a mall, they wouldn't even know what it is.
Okay.
So there are pretty low chances that you get approved. So I started out as an online seller before putting up my shop. I did it for at least a good year and a half, I
Okay.
guess. And through that market, through that network, when I put up my shop, pretty much it became automatic. I mean, people already know you. People get to recognize who you actually are because of your online advertisements.
Okay. So
Yeah.
mostly through Facebook, or do you have a
Yeah,
website?
mostly through Facebook.
Okay.
And there is a forum.
And there's a forum.
There is
okay.
a forum for it.
Forums are still around and they're pretty
Oh yeah,
strong.
it is. It is. It is also very influential, actually.
Okay.
If you go-
How big is this forum right now?
Yeah, the community started out with, as I said, around 30, 40 members at
Okay.
first, 2 years ago. Now I mean, the numbers have skyrocketed from then.
So they're now in the thousands, probably.
Oh yeah,
More
definitely.
than
Okay. Okay.
I would say good 20 to 25
Good 20 to 25,
Filipino
yeah.
vapers out there.
The community, the entire community.
The
Yeah.
entire community.
Okay.
Actually, August 18, the Pinoy vaping community actually
Okay.
held an anniversary, a second anniversary, and it was held in Ortigas, and a lot of different shops were there to highlight their
Okay.
products, all participants' prices, and it was fun. I was surprised that it was that big.
Mhm.
The vaping community
That was
is
that big
that
already.
big.
Mhm.
It's PinoyVapersForum.org.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
PinoyVapersForum.org.
It's actually the best site to go to if you want to get started on electronic
Oh,
cigarettes.
okay.
I mean, all the information is there. If you want to canvas on what a good unit would be for
Okay.
you, that would be the best place to go.
And the Facebook group, what's the URL for the Facebook group? So they can check
Our
it out.
Facebook group would be facebook.com/groups/VapeCity.
And do you have any future events that you want to promote, or do you want to invite them over to the store as we close this episode? Anything you have in the works? Or
Oh yeah,
anything you want
we do have a shop over at Macapagal.
to okay.
It's in Seaside in the Pop. The place is called Vape Central.
Okay.
And we also have a place in BF Homes, Parañaque. That one's Vapers Avenue, also owned by me. We are in the process of expanding. We have a shop coming up in Taft,
Okay.
right in front of LaSalle.
Wow.
I
That's-
mean,
so there's gonna be three
it's like the
shops now?
perfect
Okay.
market. I mean, the young, the rich, and the impulsive kids. I
Mhm.
mean, and then we have a lot of projects coming up, so watch out for it, I guess.
Okay. And for Vape City, especially
Same,
your group.
in a month's time, we'll be opening a new shop in Alabang, and we have a couple of projects lined up.
Okay. So, guys, I wish you continued success
Thank you
in
very
this
much, Ricky.
endeavor.
Thank you so much,
Congratulations.
Ricky.
And please,
Appreciate it.
any last words for our audience out there about vaping in general? Anything you want to say to them?
Yeah, vaping in general. I mean, I know that probably a lot of smokers watch your podcast. I mean, it's almost impossible to find a guy who is not at least related to someone who is a smoker. You may
Mhm.
have a friend who is a smoker. I mean, your family, your neighbor. I mean, it worked for us. We're pretty sure it would work for them. I mean, there is no reason to doubt that this thing is potent. It is effective, and we hope someday to. I mean, have a smoke-free country.
All
That's
right.
what we're all for.
So there you have it. Thanks, guys. So there you have it. This has been your host, Ricky Baizas, and this has been Drinking Digital, the first and only podcast in the Philippines that talks about digital marketing and the digital space in the Philippines. Check out Vaping online if you want to research about it, or if you want to inquire about where to buy the starter kit. Just go online and search for it. Till the next episode, again, this has been Ricky Baizas, and we're here podcasting from Vape City here in RFC in Las Piñas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.